Where the heck is Brody?
We got a problem.
Whoa, Brody, chill. What's going on?
Josh isn't well.
What do you mean not well? Is he sick? How's the video coming?
But what are we gonna do?
We're gonna do to him what Capcom did to zombie video games. Beat it like a dead horse.
What's up, everybody? This is the One Man Hype Train bringing you today the first ever episode of the Hype Train. And with me, Mr. Human Revolution right here, Brody Anderson. Hey-oh! And right here is a titan, I might add, of PC gaming, Bopes. And today, we're here to talk about, Dying Light, Resident Evil Remastered, and Grim Fandango. And talk about this, technically this month's games, which are Evolve, The Order 1886, and Resident Evil Revelations 1 and 2. And today in tech, which is his forte, ASUS, is that? Okay.
Yeah.
Gen Watch, the $30 DualShock 4 controller, and the NVIDIA GTX 960. Woo! And today we're going to be starting off with Dying Light. Dying Light has surpassed 1 million units in its first week. What do we think about that? Like, how do you feel that it surpassed 1 million?
It's a big game. It's,
it's not as big as Grand Theft Auto, which I think is at 45 million now.
Right, but you gotta understand, this just came out, so yeah. it needs time to you start racking it up. I mean, there's the initial, stage of everyone and their mother runs out and buys the game, and then of course sales slow.
Yeah. And another game that came out, or I think it came out before Dying Light, was the Resident Evil Remastered, which it looks gorgeous. They fixed a lot of the clunky controls, and they adapted the audio, which, if you actually remember some of the visuals and the audio that were terrible, they made it better, and they actually voiced over some of the terrible dialogue. Oh, Jill, what did you get bit by? A snake. Like, they fixed a lot of that. But just sitting there, I was thinking, are we pretty much just beating the dead horse that is zombie games? Because 2 came out in about a week span, and then we have Resident Evil I cannot say this. Revelations 2. So, like, how far can we push this before it's starting to get stale?
Personally, I'm getting sick and tired of zombies. I just think, we had our time, like when Walking Dead came out, right? Everyone was, zombie. And then we had a series of zombie movies, and then we had a series of zombie games, and I think the public is just starting to get sick and tired of these zombie games. I mean, I think, you can hold me to this later on, but I think Dying Light is going to be the last big zombie game.
The last big zombie, franchise, because I'm pretty sure there's going to be another one coming.
The last big zombie franchise. And then, I'm not saying that, after Dying Light there isn't going to be any more zombie games, because that's highly illogical. I mean, Resident Evil can keep beating the horse as much as they want. But I just think people are starting to, shy away from zombies.
I mean, yeah, how you're saying that it's the last big zombie game, I mean, it's in my opinion, it's because we finally got what we wanted out of a zombie game. Because in Dying Light, you got that realism aspect, and then you got the parkour, which everyone in the whole zombie apocalypse situation, like, I'm going to be parkouring everywhere, and the zombies won't be able to touch me. Well, there you go. We finally got a game where that's implemented. So it's like Mirror's Edge, but with zombies.
Life is good, isn't it?
I love how people keep making this comparison, because Techland did a great job at pairing combat and free running. What was really weird is, do you know how it was mapped to the R1 button? Well, for you it was the right bumper, and it just took forever to get used to, and my hands were what am I supposed to do? And then
what do I do with these hands?
Yeah, just what do I do with these hands? And you don't use the X button. You use the X button 4 or 5 times
in the whole game.
Yeah,
console-wise.
It's just a magic button.
They actually did something really funny. It's an Easter egg, and it was you hop up onto a roof, and it's like the green pipe from Mario.
Oh, really?
You hold the square button, and then it transports you to like a Dying Light version of the World 1-1.
Nice.
I'm not kidding. It's actually amazing. I'll probably bring it up in this video, but it was crazy. But I think that people are just sick and tired of this. This is why they're bringing back, or well, they're bringing in, you know, werewolves, vampires, and everything like that. Like, I think the Far Cry team was just like, hey, what do you think about zombies when they brought that, or vampires when they brought that pool out, like Jurassic or Old Western, like what do you want now?
Mm-hmm.
And the Order 1886 is bringing in werewolves, so I think everybody's just getting away from that paranormal aspect.
See, does that mean are we going ahead? I mean, we're supposed to be going ahead, but it feels like we're taking a step back because, like, 2005, you're thinking Twilight era, and that's when everyone was about werewolves and vampires and.
Well, everything goes in cycles.
Well, that's what I'm saying, but it's not a big cycle because it was that, and then it's zombies. Does that mean we're gonna keep going back and forth, or?
Well, we can ghosts. I want ghosts.
Ghosts.
Ghosts. I want.
You're not talking about COD Ghost, I hope.
No.
Okay,
But
thank God.
you know. Well, actually, Ghosts will probably start because they're remaking Ghostbusters.
Oh yeah.
So
yeah, with the all-female cast. You know, I don't know how I feel about that.
Yeah.
I do know some of the stars that were in the original don't like it at all.
Right.
No.
No.
I don't know. It makes sense to me, the whole, because I mean it's supposed to be. Well, I know during the video game lore and stuff and the cartoons, there was always the aspect of there was other Ghostbusters out there because they branched out.
Yeah.
And there was multiple, you know, kind of like police stations have, you know, precincts and stuff. Well, it was kind of the same thing with Ghostbusters. So I always thought, well, you know, all-female cast, that makes sense. You know, why wouldn't there be an all-female Ghostbusters team out there? But from what I heard, it's not going to be like a sequel. It's not going to be a remake. It's just a revision. So they're not really going to touch on that at all.
So it's Ghostbusters in a multiverse.
In a way.
Oh my god.
But in my opinion, it would have been cool to have maybe like one or two of the original characters from the team, you know, in the original movies, show up out of the blue, maybe even 10 minutes in the movie just to make that realistic
cameo.
Kind of like how Charlie Sheen showed up in the last Wall Street movie.
Oh my goodness.
And I was just like, because, you know, I'm a huge fan of Wall Street. I think Wall Street's one of the best movies ever. The original. And then when he showed up in this one, I just pretty much screamed. I was just like, ah, Charlie Sheen. Anyway.
I don't know. I just think this is like the time for reboots and everything like that. And speaking of reboots, Grim Fandango.
Oh, yeah.
This was a really old game. I don't even think I was born in the time.
1993 or 4 or somewhere in there. I'm pretty sure we can fact check that.
We will eventually, but I'm pretty sure none of us were born at that time.
No.
And then I got this reboot. I've been playing it, and I'm like, this is really good. And then I started thinking, why are all these reboots happening right now? For what reason other than, Brody, you said it, other than new computers and everything like that?
Right.
What would be the other reason to make these?
Because people don't have any other good ideas, and they're just gonna remake something and try making some more money off it. Maybe introduce it to a new generation.
So like same concept as movies when they remake a movie like Total Recall or something.
Yeah.
They just redo it for the next generation.
Did anybody ever see that remake?
Yeah, I have.
Yeah.
Is it good?
It's good. I liked it.
It ain't too bad.
It was actually pretty decent for a remake.
I really, I try to stay away from reboots as far as I can. Anyway, moving into February, which is this month, The Order 1886. Now, I'm pretty sure we've all seen gameplay and everything like that. We know what it's about. Well, we know generally what it's about.
Werewolves, we established that.
Yes.
And Tesla guns.
Yes. We just actually filmed an episode on Tesla.
There's our plug for Tesla. All right. It should be out next week.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Yes.
Can we get one more yes?
It's such a scam.
Can I get an amen?
You want an amen?
Give me an amen.
Amen!
All right, back to normal. How's everyone doing today?
Anyway, do you think the Order 1886 is going to sink or it's going to swim, review-wise?
Am I diving in?
What? Oh my god.
To be honest, I think they're hyping it to the point where I think it will actually do decent on launch. I don't know how I feel about the game right now. but I feel like it'll probably do pretty good at the beginning at least.
As long as it doesn't do an Assassin's Creed and
Mhm.
like completely be horrendous.
Yeah.
And you're like the face is not loading.
You were the only. I fell victim to that actually, but you got to give.
They were just floating gums. That's all they were.
It like once the patches came in, which they were setting out a broken game to begin with. I can't.
Oh, yeah.
I cannot forgive them for that. But they tried to correct it with like patches and everything like that. I want it to be good. I saw a little bit of gameplay from like IGN and everything like that, and it was like in a hot air balloon, and the shooting just didn't look satisfying. I'm hoping the story is satisfying, and I hope the guns get better because it felt like you were shooting a pop gun. That was pretty much it. Like it didn't look like they were taking any damage. It looked gorgeous. It looked great, but it did not feel I had a weapon in my hand. So. You think it'll do well?
I think it'll do well on launch at least.
I think it'll do all right. Yeah.
I'm not sold.
Not sold yet.
I'm not.
I guess we'll see.
When does that come? It comes out sometime around my birthday, actually. Guess what I'm getting? Evolve. I'm pretty sure this has a February 10 release date, right?
Mm-hmm.
That is actually my birthday. It's a 4v1. And I've been seeing this a lot. I saw it especially in, oh gosh, who's making it? Kane Hodder. You remember Jason?
Yeah.
Well, not the original Jason, but he was in the Friday the 13th movie.
Right? Yeah.
He is coming back for this, I talked to you guys about it. It was called The Last Year. Basically, that got shut down, and now it's being made into Summer Camp Volume 1. And it's a 4v1. And I've just been seeing 4v1 throughout this entire 6 months, and I'm just wondering, is it the new craze? You know,
4v1.
yeah, just one super powered enemy versus 4 regular powered.
See, I can see this one though, like Evolve. No, I mean the Evolve one makes sense too, but I don't really care for the Evolve one. Like I feel like it's not going to do as good as they think it is, because, well, at least to me, I don't really understand the concept. But the 4v1 of like a Jason killer coming after the other players, that makes sense. That, I mean, for especially the horror genre, I feel like I'm surprised they haven't come up with this before.
Technology-wise, I guess it kind of held them back.
Maybe, I don't know.
I don't understand how it's going to work. I know the killer is, or well, in any game, like I've seen it in Evolve. You know, the 4 are trying to kill the monster's trying to kill them. But in like a horror like aspect, like Jason versus the campers, what are the campers' goal? Like, do they? I
want to feel like it's mostly survival. Like I want to say if they do something like that, it would make more sense for maybe the other ones to be somewhat helpless, but still have to like maybe run away, hide maybe, and survive for as long as they can. And maybe the last one, you know, or maybe at the end, you know, basically whoever dies last, maybe, or maybe there's an objective of some sort.
Maybe escape or something.
Yeah.
Well,
like a Left 4 Dead.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm about to say. You know, for player survival horror, you know, was kickstarted big time by Left 4 Dead, and I feel that like Evolve is pretty much survival mode.
Yeah.
In Left 4 Dead.
Oh yeah, I didn't think about that.
Yeah, only in that survival mode. I mean, it was teams. I mean, I don't remember how many people were max on a lobby. But, you know, you had your 4 characters, and then your 4 humans.
It might have been 4v4.
Was it 4v4?
Yeah, I don't remember. I want to say it was 4v4 because you had the regular infected that were the computers,
right?
And then you had the 4 who played
special
as the main
special
characters.
So I feel
the 4 who played as special zombies.
So I feel Evolve is that minus 3 special infected.
Okay.
But with that being said, you know, you evolve and you get bigger and killer. And you know, killier, is that
killier? No,
killier, more deadly.
That's not grammatically correct, but okay, we'll take it.
Wait, all right, sweet. Moving on, kiddos.
Resident Evil Revelations 2, episode 1 and 2 are coming out this month, which is February. I'm making sure so I don't get this confused when I'm editing. And this series is actually bringing back the classic. Well, I don't. It's bringing back the survival horror element of Resident Evil.
I'm a fan of Revelations.
You are?
Yes, I think, you know, when Revelations came out, this is, you know, this is Resident Evil's chance to go back to the core aspects.
Yeah.
Instead of like 5 and 6. I mean, you're just as jacked up. You know, you're jacked up, and you're just mowing down zombies and zombies. That isn't what Resident Evil was built on. Resident Evil was built on, the mansion.
Yeah.
The idea of survival horror, not hordes of zombies coming in and shooting everything down. Resident Evil is not supposed to be Left 4 Dead.
Or Dead Rising.
Or Dead Right, yeah. Serious note. All right.
Did you guys ever actually play Dead Rising 3 on the Xbox One?
Nope. No, I have
know
a soul.
It's on. Well, I mean, they eventually released it on PC, but I still haven't bought it. It's more of a side note. Like if it was $15 maybe.
How much is it now?
It's still like 40, isn't it?
Oh,
Something in that. It's still high up there.
Well, that's.
But I'm probably not gonna touch it until it's cheap.
Steam sale.
Yeah.
Yeah. Summer sale.
It-
Come on.
It feels.
I want
like
to say the cheapest it's gotten on a sale was about $30 so far.
it felt super unpolished. Like it was good, but there were things that should have been fixed that weren't. But yeah, it's bringing back the survival horror element, and like he was saying, 5 and 6 kind of. 4 found a great blend. 5 went beyond what it should have, and then 6 just basically kicked the door in and started punching everybody in the face.
Yeah.
Like Capcom literally just kicked in your door, was like, "Hey, give me $60," and then punched you in the face and left. So
Reminds me of my childhood Bill Bully.
cry to the Fruit Ninja.
Yeah.
Cry to the Fruit Ninja. All right, and now we're moving on to tech.
I'm petting it like the James Bond villain cat.
The James Bond.
Yeah. Just tackled several movie references there. Have fun.
All right. The Asus new smartwatch. You have the smartwatch. I'm just wondering if you would like, if you would like this watch in general, because I don't have wearable tech anywhere. I don't have Google Glass. I don't have a bionic arm or anything like that.
Transhumanism.
Transhumanism.
Go watch it.
Go watch it. I'll probably drop a link somewhere, like right by the Fruit Ninja.
Link.
What if I put a link under it and it's just like there for a second, like clips away?
That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, that would be pretty cool.
All right, we're doing that then.
It'll bleep it out.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, what do you think about this whole new wearable tech and everything like that, like a smartwatch, the Google Glass? Because this is their. I don't know if this is their first. This is the first I've ever heard of them making a smartwatch.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So,
Asus hasn't made one till now, so.
Okay, so like, what are you thinking? Is everybody just jumping on the bandwagon now?
Probably. Especially with all the new features. Most of the new smartwatches, because I want to say mine's technically. Because Samsung had their first one, and theirs was the only smartwatch besides like Pebble and stuff.
Yeah.
But this was like real touchscreen.
It actually had apps.
Somewhat, not really.
Uh-huh.
But I want to say mine's like 2nd gen, so we're on 3rd gen now.
Mm-hmm.
And 2nd gen was all about being able to, view your texts, your missed calls, your notifications, and, being able to listen to music on it.
Yeah.
Still make phone calls on it, like that's at least what mine can.
Yeah.
And actually text, but 3rd gen's going for more internet capable. Like you can't really 2nd gen, there's no really internet capability besides being able to save a page to it and read it later.
Okay.
So now they're going for maybe linking up to your cell phone's 4G or something and being able to surf the web on it, or your Wi-Fi spot.
Right.
Uh-huh.
But so I mean, I really don't think personally you should go beyond the 2nd gen stuff. I think the 3rd gen stuff is more flashy than because really, are you really gonna be sitting there on a small tiny screen looking on the internet for something, or are you gonna whip out your phone real fast and do it?
Right. Plus I can only see the advantage of like laying in bed and going like this and then not having your phone smashing in the face.
Yeah.
All right, and now we're moving to the $30 DualShock 4 controller.
This is more up your alley.
This
PlayStation 4.
It after rebate you get $30 back. So what? It's a $60 item.
$60 we get for 30.
Yeah.
So half off.
So I don't understand. This is a new generation, and last time I checked, the PlayStation 3 controllers didn't drop. I'm pretty sure they still haven't dropped it. I think they cheaped off like $15, but never half. And I wonder. It makes me concerned. Like, why are they selling them so low? I don't know if it's a price. I don't know if it's an advertisement to get you to buy stuff or.
Probably. I want to say it's probably an incentive for you to buy extra controllers for when you have people over. and then another incentive for you to buy these, games that are multiplayer based, but you can have on, split screen or something.
Right.
So like, say you have 3 extra controllers, you have a party, 4 players play on it just gets you to play, more games, gets you to buy more games, probably gets you to buy more accessories.
Yeah.
Right.
I just, it makes me feel uncomfortable. I don't want to think that my controller's cheap, but like if it's dropped to $30, I'm pretty sure the sale is going to be over by the time this airs anyway. But still, I don't.
Yeah.
Right.
It makes me feel like I'm getting a cheap controller. I bought one obviously because it's $30.
See, it worked.
Yeah. The NVIDIA GTX 960. Now, have you guys? This is your PC territory.
Yeah.
I just read this and I had no idea what it was talking about, but I knew you would know something about it.
To be honest, I haven't been keeping up because more of a AMD guy. But yeah,
What is the NVIDIA GTX 960, or do you even know?
well, it's a graphics card. I know that
Okay.
much, and I know it's the newer one that's coming out. All I know is usually when it's by NVIDIA, that means it's flashy. It's going to be expensive, but it's gonna.
Wow,
It's gonna be. I mean, it's gonna do. It's gonna the spec wise. It's gonna be
Mhm.
really good.
And it's got to have enough torque to rip a hole in time and space.
NVIDIA for you.
Yeah.
Rip a hole in time and space like Bioshock.
Yes. We still want another Bioshock Ken Levine if you're watching. Please.
And on that note, thank you for watching the first ever Hype Train. I'm Josh,
I'm Brody. Hey-oh!
I'm Bopes.
and this. I don't know how to end this.
Or we are the New Age Gamers.